Hello, welcome to the weather update. It is about 9 o'clock on September 6, 2021. And you could see the cold front now clearing to the east of the area. Did start off a little on the humid side this morning, and then by the afternoon, the things got a lot more comfortable with the dew points, with the dry air bleeding in. Looking at the satellite there, you can see we did have some patchy cumulus clouds, but not bad. By the evening, it was pretty nice. This is looking at the other high-resolution satellite. You can see there was a little bit of smoke in the morning, too. Just a little bit of smoke, a little streak of smoke there. But then by the afternoon, things cleared out and got better. Again, you can sort of see that smoke hanging out over the east end of Long Island and Jersey Shore, but it pushed away by the afternoon. And the dew points did drop as well. Looking at our observations right now, current conditions across the area. Temperatures are in the 70s. We've got low 70s across the area. Temperatures have dropped. Dew points have dropped into the upper 50s. And we have northwest winds across much of our area. Wow, West Hampton down to 66 already. Guess they're already getting ready to radiate. We're not going to see that here. 74 in Central Park. Let's see how Jersey's doing. Wow, yeah, radiating already in Toms River, 65 already. So, yeah, already seeing that. Some radiational cooling in some areas already. The winds will be light tonight. Winds are going to calm down. Let's go look at what the conditions were throughout. Let's go first to our high temperatures today. I guess we'll look at our high temperatures. We'll do that first. Let's see, we were in the mid-80s. It was kind of a warm day across the area. 84 at Farmingdale, 84 at Islip. That is about 7 degrees above normal for this time of the year. 82 at Gabreski Airport. Let's see how Central Park did. 81 at Central Park. 84 at JFK. And I'm sure still warmer in Jersey. As you go to Jersey, probably mid-80s there too as well. Shouldn't be that much of a difference. Let's see what they had there. Yeah, 84 in Toms River. So with the northwest winds, fairly uniform for the high temperatures throughout the day. Let's go back to the observations here, and we'll take a look at some of these observations across the area. We'll look at Farmingdale, all right, and we'll just show you the dew points here and show you the dew points, how they drop throughout the day. Let's get that loaded if we can. I know we're having trouble loading stations through this site. I may have to do it this way. I think we're going to have to do it this way, all right? So let's take a look and see what we have for Farmingdale. So Farmingdale was at 80. Note the dew point temperature, which is right over here. You could see in the morning that it was higher. We had dew points in the 60s, actually 67-degree dew point at 10 a.m., but that dropped into the 50s after 3 o'clock. A lot more comfortable. Dew points a lot more comfortable now out there right now. Whoops, let's get that back on the screen, and let's take a look at another station here. Let's look at Islip. See what those dew points are. And you can see those dew points again were much higher in the morning. Wow, almost a 70-degree dew point at 9 a.m. And you can see there, I'm really annoyed. I'd rather get the, darn it. I really want to use this other site. I don't like this. I don't like using this. It's just, it doesn't give you the graph or anything. It's just slow. I don't know why it's not loading. All right, let's go to Islip. Let's try to load Islip through here. Yeah, I'm rendering another video, so that's where you see my video editor there. All right, this is better. This is much better. So this way I can get this on. All right. So you can see the dew points. They were much higher. The dew point is the black line. You can see how it dropped there. And again, here's that dew point. You can see dew points at Islip. It was humid and dry. Humidity didn't start going down until the afternoon, and then you started feeling the humidity go down, especially in Suffolk County. Check one more here, and that is, let's go to the Pine Barrens, Berkeley Township. Let's go to the New Jersey Pine Barrens, I should say. Let's see how it was there with the humidity. You see, it just gets hung up and it gets caught in a loop, and it doesn't want to load. All right, well, while we're waiting for that, let's look at a few more Long Island stations here. I don't know what's going on with the internet lately. Certain sites just aren't loading, and whatever. Let's take a look and see what it was like in North Patchogue today. I'm the site representative of central Suffolk County. So there was no sea breeze today. Maybe a sea breeze in the morning. Other than that, not really a sea breeze, but I'm just showing you this here that we have got up to 84.6. And again, you can see the dew points there. The dew points were up there in the morning. Look at those dew points. And then they started coming down as we got toward 12, 1 o'clock. We started seeing lower dew points. So the dew points did drop. And I bet it took even longer in Jersey. Let's see if we can finally load this thing. Yes, finally loaded it. So let's see. Dew points in New Jersey. So dew points still actually in the 60s. So look at that. Dew points did drop into the 50s. Let's see what we have here. So you get... All right, so yeah, they had 70-degree dew points at 10 a.m., and then the dew points started dropping to the mid-60s by noon, and then low 60s and upper 50s by the afternoon. And they got down dew points to the mid-50s, but then the dew points came back up again, which was interesting. I don't know why that happened, but it seemed more of a south-southwest wind. I'm wondering if there was a sea breeze down there. So now I'm going to have to check some other stations and see if a sea breeze did wind up actually developing today. We're going to have to actually see that. So let's go and see a few more stations here, because that was kind of unexpected that there would be a sea breeze. But let's see Bellport Bay Yacht Club and see if there was a sea breeze there as well. If they actually didn't wind up getting a sea breeze at all. Let's see. I don't see that. I see the wind staying from the northwest on Long Island. So no sea breeze on Long Island, but I guess maybe sea breeze did actually wind up developing in Jersey, which is kind of odd that it would develop in Jersey before it developed here. That site seems to indicate that there was a sea breeze. So let's take a look at some stations. Let's look at this station here in Bayville. It's saying it's southeast wind. So they may actually, because Jersey gets so much hotter inland, it's able to draw more. Sometimes it's able to draw a sea breeze before we can. So let's see. Yeah. Well, there may be something wrong with their instrumentation. No, it's no ways the wind southeast all day. Maybe it's just an instrumentation problem. That's what I'm thinking it is. If I can't back it up with another station, then chances are we'll try this station on the water in Lacey Township and see if this station reported a sea breeze or not. Yeah, it looked like there was a brief sea breeze for a little while in the evenings, very brief. But other than that, it was mostly northwest winds. So, yeah, a little bit of a sea breeze out there. We'll see that again tomorrow as well. Let's get to the elephant in the room. Literal elephant in the room. Hurricane Larry. Let's go to the Hurricane Center. We'll look at it on satellite in a moment here. Here's Hurricane Larry. The latest public advisory on Larry. NOAA aircraft finds Larry slightly stronger, expected to cause dangerous surf and rip currents along western Atlantic shores later this week. As of 5 p.m., its location is 22.5 north, 53.9 west, about 665 miles east-northeast of the northern Leeward Islands, about 950 miles southeast of Bermuda. Maximum sustained winds 125 miles an hour, moving northwest at 10 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 956 millibars, 28.23 inches. The hurricane force winds extend outward up to 70 miles from the center now, and tropical storm force winds extend outward up to 185 miles from the center. It's a very large hurricane. Category 3, minimum central pressure 956 millibars, 28.23 inches. We spoke about that big eye too as well that it has, and if we look at the cone here, you'll see again that it curves out. It stays away from land. Looks like it's going to go east of Bermuda. But it could impact parts of the Maritimes here, the Canadian New Brunswick area here, that wind up could. And look at that, they have it a hurricane that far north. That is, they have it as an extratropical hurricane, but the fact that it's going to stay a hurricane that far north is pretty damn impressive. It's just a testament to those above normal water temperatures that we're talking about. And then we have this other disturbed area in the Gulf that's not going to do very well at all, because there's plenty of dry air and shear around. And we're not going to see that do all that well. But let's talk about Larry. We'll go to the infrared satellite loop here. That eye has gotten even bigger. I mean, look at that thing. That is incredible. That is just an incredible eye. Look at that thing. Wow. That is huge. That is huge. That is huge. Let's go to the floater on this from the GOES site as well. So you get to see this in the visible and the infrared. This has both visible and the infrared. Get that a little more over to the middle. Look at that. That is one impressive looking hurricane. It's like near perfect. It's just amazing. Very few clouds in that eye, too. It looks like the cloud. It's just maybe a few cumulus in the eye, and that's it. That is a huge, huge hurricane right there. Absolutely a huge, huge storm. That's a monster right there. That is for sure. Let's look at the models here. Obviously, all recurving it. There's one model that takes it a little closer, further west, but they all keep it well clear of our area and even fairly clear of Bermuda as well. But really impressive hurricane for sure. And we're going to definitely be watching that. And we're going to look at this also on windy. Just showing you the air here. We're going to be in this air tomorrow, so that's clear air. But then we're going to have to worry about maybe some of this smoke from California maybe getting here on Wednesday, perhaps. Let's go to the windy.com site so we can look at Larry and visualize this a little better, because again, it's such a huge storm. Obviously, this is the European model here that we're looking at, but I mean, this is a huge, huge storm. And we're going to just visualize this again. It's going to stay out to sea, luckily. You can see, look at this thing. It's just huge. There it is going east of Bermuda. This is the European model that we're looking at. You can see it actually picks up some strength again. And again, this isn't the wind gusts, but if I use gusts, it doesn't show the eye, so I kind of like showing the eye. But very strong. And then it goes up into I'm going to see how far this thing actually gets, because this thing could actually impact Greenland. Yes, this could actually impact Greenland. That's right. It would impact Greenland. Yeah, that could be a possibility. The trough's going to lift that far north. Let me look at the GFS here on this. And like I said, I'm using this because it's kind of pretty visually speaking. Well, I mean, not pretty for anyone who experiences the storm, but kind of shows where this thing is going to go. So, yeah, look at that. It actually picks up some strength now. The GFS has this hitting St. John's. So this, I think this is Newfoundland over here. So, actually, this is New Brunswick. My mistake. This is Newfoundland. Newfoundland could end up getting a pretty significant hurricane out of this thing, which is unheard of that far north. And then, after Newfoundland, it looks like it heads right for Greenland. Yep. That's insane. That's insane. And it's still, yeah, you can still clearly see the circulation. And that's going to probably bring up some warm air with it, too, probably. Look at these temperatures here. Yeah, 50s. That's warm for them. So, just more damage to the ice sheet over there. That is impressive. And then, of course, there's the waves, which we've already visualized already with the, let me go back to the European. We go to the waves here. And you can clearly see the waves that this thing is producing as it's making its way. I mean, insane. We were talking about this yesterday, looking at these waves. And like I said, it's a big storm, so it's going to have an effect even for us. Significant effects to the surf. You're going to start feeling them Thursday into Friday and the weekend to Saturday. And again, for Nova Scotia, they could really be getting a significant storm surge damage. And then, of course, Newfoundland would get hammered with this kind of track. I mean, 30-foot Newfoundland is going to be just a mess from this. And then it continues. You track the waves. Look at this, even Greenland getting into some swells. So this is going to be a big storm, and it's going to make its way up there. It's going to transport a lot of heat up into the Arctic, and that's something we've got to be concerned about. Let's go to the other models here, and we're going to look at the North American. Let me go to the North America one. Actually, there's North Atlantic, too. So, I'm going to show North Atlantic. That's what I want to show. So, I'll show the track of Larry right here. So, here's Larry right here. All right. So, see, tracks east of Bermuda. This is the GFS, and the GFS has been doing very well. So, you can see that trough that's going to come through and save us and push this thing away, luckily. But it looks like it slams into look at how deep that is. And then it goes into Greenland. That's insane. Goes just south of Greenland. That is absolutely insane. And then it could wind up holding together and hitting Iceland. It's going to go right into the Arctic, actually. Let me look at, pick another region here. I think we have North Atlantic. I think we have North. Let's see if we have one for. We have a Southeast Canada, but that's too far zoomed in. I'd have to look at Northern Hemisphere. And that's the only view it's going to give me in Northern Hemisphere. But you can see it here. So this thing could wind up going. Yeah, it could actually wind up straight going to the Arctic. Yep. Yeah, this is it right here. So this is it. Let's follow it. This is Larry right here. That low center you see right here. And then look at where it goes. I'm gonna move this along. It's very hard. Oh, let me do it this way. Oh no, I don't want to change the run. I want to move it forward. I move it forward without actually. I just use my keypad. Yeah. So you can see it takes it in, hits Greenland, actually wraps it into Greenland, and then into the Arctic Circle. That's not going to be good for the ice at all. You know, that could destroy a lot of sea ice right there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. That's mid-month consequences, but still, when I saw how far north this thing is going to get, I'm like, man, that is not good at all. Okay, so let me go back to this. And you see the high moving in tomorrow, moves offshore. Then we see that return flow for Wednesday, southwest flow. Cold front comes through Thursday morning, moves offshore. Hopefully by afternoon we dry out. We have a nice Friday and Saturday, and then we have to watch. It looks like it's trying to develop this weak low here. We have to keep an eye on that, and then another high. So we still have this progressive pattern. Thank God, that's good. As long as we can keep that ridge away, we won't have to worry too much about any tropical systems hitting us, hopefully. Let's take a close look at some of the models. So let's go and look at the GFS, and we'll see when our next chance of precipitation is. So tomorrow we're dry. Wednesday, we see that next chance of precipitation coming through. Here's the front Thursday morning, and then it moves offshore. So let's go take a look at the HRRR. Oh, it may be too early for the HRRR. Yeah, I only have 24 hours of that. That's no good. Well, I'll have to use the 18Z run for that. So dry tomorrow. High moves offshore. Get that return flow. By tomorrow afternoon, you'll see a south flow, sea breeze. And here comes that cold front for later Wednesday. All right. And you can see the isobars are kind of tight, which means we're going to see some stronger south winds, south to southwest winds on Wednesday. Let's go look at our temperatures. So our temperatures for your Tuesday tomorrow will be into the probably mid upper 70s on Long Island, low 80s probably in New Jersey, a little warmer in Jersey, of course. And then for Wednesday, similar deal, I think, but with more humidity, obviously, with that southwest flow. And you can clearly see that cold front showing up over there. It's pretty well defined. And you'll probably see that with the dew points too. So tomorrow, our dew points will be comfortable, probably mid-50s, then rising into the 60s in the evening. And then there's that south flow that's going to bring those dew points up, way up on Wednesday. Dew points probably closer to 70 degrees, maybe in the low 70s. Looks like a little more humid air over Jersey, but you can clearly see that front approaching. Let me go look at the GFS. We're going to look at the GFS. This will take us a little further here with the dew points. So you see the dew points there, strong south flow, and then it shifts over, and we see that front pass through Thursday morning with improving conditions on Thursday. Thursday might wind up being very similar to today, but maybe a little cooler. If we can get that front clear of the area, we should have a nice afternoon at least. And then look at how low those dew points drop. Northwest flow, dew points in the 40s. It's going to really feel nice. Friday and Saturday look like beautiful days before the moisture comes back. But it's short-lived. Another cold front comes through, clears it out for Monday and Tuesday. So you get the idea. let's go look at the skies. That'll be the next thing we'll look at, obviously, for your Tuesday. We're going to have mostly sunny skies. Should be a clear day. Nice blue skies. Wednesday, we'll see more in the way of some high clouds, but I still think there's going to be a good amount of sunshine before the showers and thunderstorms move in later on with that cold front. And then Thursday, it's a matter of getting this front offshore. Maybe Thursday we don't clear out, but Friday we should. And then we'll have to watch the cirrus from this system possibly trying to sneak into our area on Saturday. Let's go look at the... did we do the temperatures? I don't think I did the temperatures on this. Did I do the temperatures on this? I did not do the temperatures on this. So let's look at the temperatures and then we'll go back to the sky. So this is the GFS temperatures. GFS temperatures for Wednesday. Probably similar temps on Long Island with more humidity, but Jersey will probably be warmer. And then for your Thursday, temperatures dropping into the 70s. And then we have those nice, comfortable low to mid 70s on Friday. Very nice air mass Friday and Saturday. Behind that front. That front will be stronger than the one that just passed, obviously. Bringing much cooler air. So let's go look at the NAM and the sky. This is the 18Z NAM. So it does seem to want to develop some clouds over Jersey in the morning, but then dissipates them later on. But otherwise, it should be mostly sunny. Wednesday, yeah, again, there'll be a decent amount of sunshine to start, but then the clouds increase in the afternoon with that front. That's as far as I got on the NAM, the NAM. We can look at the RGEM. Here's the RGEM. I always like the RGEM. It looks it just looks prettier. I don't know. It looks like it's just more natural looking. I don't know. There's no way to explain it, but you can see completely clear tomorrow. And Wednesday we start off with sun and then some more high clouds. But RGEM seems to keep Long Island mostly in the sunshine, fires up the storms to the west. And then we have the clouds move in. And then it sticks the clouds around for much of Thursday. It'll take a little while to get that front offshore. And it finally moves offshore by later Thursday night into Friday. That is the RGEM. So let me look at the NAM and the precipitation, obviously, so we can get an idea of what this cold front could look like. It doesn't really look all that impressive to start, but then it doesn't really look all that impressive. So looking at the amount of rain you possibly could get from this, it doesn't really generate a whole lot of rain. So it won't be a lot of rain. Probably a quarter to a half inch, and if a half inch is even pushing it at this point as far as the rain with this cold front goes. And we'll have to watch this front. Maybe it'll move a little faster. We'll have to see. I know originally today was going to feature a lot of clouds, and then the sun really was out most of the day. So we'll have to see what happens. If we can get that front offshore a little faster, that would be great. If not, we'll have Friday. So let's go look at the wind situation. And I'm going to go to the wind because we have to worry about this strong southerly flow on Wednesday. Though it really doesn't look that bad on this model at all with the winds. It really doesn't. I can look at the Ventu sky as well. We go to the Ventu sky. See wind gusts, and we'll see. We'll put the wind gusts in for your Wednesday and see how bad it's going to be. Well, yeah, it does have some 30-mile-an-hour gusts, so yeah, it's pretty strong actually. Because tropical, the tidbits always seems to underdo the wind. That's why I like using this site. Yeah, you can see some strong winds ahead of this front, which indicates an LLJ. I could also look at the thunderstorm threat as far as Cape goes. It doesn't seem that much. Actually, there is some Cape over Jersey. There's a big contrast. There's a lot of Cape over Jersey, but not much over Long Island. So there could be some strong thunderstorms, maybe some severe weather over Jersey, but it seems like it wouldn't affect Long Island. It's like, oddly enough, more in the earlier part of the afternoon than the later part of the afternoon, which is kind of interesting. And then you have to couple that with the waves, too. So the other issue, of course, is the ocean. This shows the waves here, that we might start seeing those effects from Larry. That I think waits until later Thursday. You can see the effects from Larry showing up now on our oceans here. This is later Thursday. And then we could look at Friday, and you can see those effects So it's luckily it's after the south wind comes through. So, it could be if this was coupled with the south wind, it could cause a little more flooding. But I don't really see that. So let's go back to tomorrow. We'll look at tomorrow here. So we start off with the northwest wind, and then it sort of becomes southwest probably in the afternoon. So we start off 10 a.m. Got light northwest wind, and then it becomes more southwest to south later in the afternoon, which will keep Long Island, tend to keep Long Island cooler, where it'll be warmer in Jersey. So anyway, let's lastly look at the smoke, and I can wrap up this weather update. All right, so all we have is the 23ZH for vertically integrated smoke, because I'm doing the weather update a little earlier tonight. But you see, tomorrow we're good. It looks like tomorrow we're good most of the day, but we'll have to watch for this smoke possibly to come in and affect our area, possibly on Wednesday, though very briefly, because you can see that front there trying to come through there. And that front hopefully will push on through and give us, hopefully, the quicker it pushes through, the less likely we're going to see the smoke. The slower it is, the more likely we're going to see that. But that, if we're dealing with smoke, it won't be until Wednesday. So that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thanks for watching.